Thomas the Tank Engine and Friends, Trackmaster Railway Adventures, Episode 26, A Race Around Sodor. Special thanks to Smudges Sir Handle for helping me think about this episode's title for myself. One day, the three engines, always like usual, Thomas, Percy, and Scarlotti, were talking quietly to themselves and talking about the swords until the controller arrived. He was on the clown car. He was on the clown car too. Engines, he said, I have a very important announcement to make. What is it, sir? Said Percy. It's Thomas. Well, Sir Thomas coming back. Yes, said Rosie. Yes. Well, I guess you're happy. But, I also have some unfortunate news. What? Well, there's supposed to be a bad storm late tonight, out at sea, so you never know. So Tom Hat, well, I hate to say this to y'all guys, but Sir Tom Hat may be in great danger. Oh, that's no good, said Scarlotti. Yes, said Percy, it's not. I know, he said, but don't worry. But two things. Hopefully they say the storm hopefully won't be as bad as they think. And it's supposed to go off to Sir Topham Hatt's west, so hopefully it won't impact him at all. Oh, said the engines. Well, that's good to hear. Indeed, he said. Well, where's your brother? Said Thomas. He's inside the clown car driving. He is? Yep. So I have to go. You do? Just got here, said Thomas. I know, but I need to go grocery shopping for my wife. Okay, said Thomas. Alright. And the controller and the clown car walked away. Said Thomas. Well, what are we supposed to do now? The three engines became bored until Percy thought of an idea. Hey, said Percy, how about and we have a race around Sodor? A what? A what around the Sodor, said Thomas? A race, said Percy. Why? Because, said Thomas, I think that's a ridiculous idea, he said. Why, said Percy. Because, said Thomas, if Sir Tom had found out if we raced, he would be he would be very, very cross. But Sir Tom Hat's not here, said James. We should be able to have a race, right? I suppose you're right, said Thomas. Alright, then it's settled then, said Percy. Raise your hand if you want the race. I do, said James. Me too, said Gordon. I'll race. Okay, said Thomas. We're gonna line up by numbers. Okay, said the engines. And they soon lined up of numbers. Said Thomas, let the race begin. You all know the rules, he said, right? Yes, he said. Okay, this is the rules. Alright, me and James will go the long way. Well, no. Yeah, me and James will go the long way. No. How about me and Gordon go the long way? And y'all go the short way. Okay, said the engines. Alright, on your mark, said Thomas's driver. Get set, said Gordon's driver. Go, said James and Percy's driver. And Thomas, Gordon, James, and Percy were off in a heap of smoke. Alright, let's go the long way, Gordon. Remember, I know, said Gordon, I'm not dumb. But he said it to himself. Y'all go the short way. Okay, said the engines. And that's what they did. What's the big deal? What's the big deal here, said Toby? We're having a race between James and Percy, and they're bound to be here any minute. And Thomas was right. Edward, said James, move out of the way. Sorry, said Edward, you're gonna have to move back. No, how about we move forward and you push the trucks back? Oh, fine, said Edward, have it your way. Thank you, Edward, said Percy. And James and Percy switched onto the yellow line. And raced after. Like I said to Thomas, they should be bound to be here any minute, he said. And Thomas was right. He had the same whistle. But then there was trouble for the engines. James was on his side. Help, said James, I'm skidding. Until James came off the rails. And then he splashed into the tracks. And then his tender was exploding and hit Max. Max wasn't very happy though. Oh no! Gordon, Percy's coming. He can win the race. Let's go, Gordon. I'm coming, said Gordon. Percy can win the race. And that's where Percy came. Well, James, he's out of the race, said Thomas. Yes, he is, said Gordon. But these engines must move out of our way. Hey, guys, move out of our way. Move out of the way, said Thomas. We're hurrying, said the engines. Hurry up more, said Thomas. Thank you. James had definitely lost the race. And for James, he didn't feel very good. He did lose. He was going to definitely become in 4th place. The engines, move up, said Percy, move out of the way, he said, and he passed. And he passed directly. Who would get there first? But then there was trouble. However, they were coming the same way. So that means it could be possibly a collision. And then Percy came in and won. Yes, said Percy, I've won, he said. I've won. No, said Thomas, unhappy. How can Percy win when I'm number 1? That don't mean anything, said Gordon. Oh, be quiet, Gordon, said Thomas. I'm not in the mood right now. I lost a race. I've lost. They switched into their correct sightings. Don't worry, Thomas, said Percy. But later on that day, James came back, and they told James what happened about that race. Oh, said James. Percy won? Yes, said Thomas. I didn't want to bump him, 'cause I would have been disqualified, definitely. But you was in 4th place, though. Oh, that's alright, said James. Sometimes that happens to me. Sometimes, I don't know why, but I just go on my side and then just crash on a track. I don't know why. I think my wheels are not that flexible. So that means, like, I can sway side to side and curve to curve. What? Said Scarlet. Sorry, said James. I can curve to curve every, time if I go fast. Oh, said the engines. Well, said Percy. Don't worry, we'll have another race next time. And the next time we do, I'm going to let you win, Thomas. Really, said Thomas. Thank you, Percy. You're my best friend ever. And the two were always friends from that point on.